Hey, how you doing? We're going to make a detail family for markups. So red box, call out text with a nested label family inside the detail family. Okay, it's kind of cool. Push and pull controls, and you'll see anyway. But you'll get to learn how to use generic annotation labels inside of families, nested, and so on. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's do it. Okay, we're going to make this guy here. Okay, basically it's a call out highlighting something. Okay, so we got a big fat red line around whatever the thing is, and we got some text here saying what it is you want to say about it. Okay. The cool thing is though, it can drag and stretch, and we can move the text and do this and do that, and then we can change the text on an instance parameter. So each instance of this family, let's say, will could have different text. So it's multi-line text. So stuff about more stuff and other stuff. Okay, and okay. And there it is. Okay. So let's create a new line-based detail family. Okay. So file, new, family, metric, detail, item, line-based. Open. We'll make the red rectangle first. Okay. The outline. So in the create tab, go to reference plane, select and click on the screen to the left of the vertical reference plane and across horizontal, and click again to exit the command. You're still in the reference plane command unless you press escape again. So I'm going to put another reference plane on the outside of all four sides of that rectangle shape there. Okay, so one vertical, two vertical, one horizontal, and the other horizontal. Okay, now I'm going to create some constraints. So use my dimension tool, and I'm going to dimension that one to that one, that one to that one, that one to that one, and that one to that one. Now that's the thickness of the red line. Okay, so select the four of those guys and using your control button, 2, 3, 4, control button pressed at the same time as selecting, and create parameter. We call that line thickness. Okay, or you can call it whatever you like, and I'm going to leave that as a type parameter, and okay. We're going to actually create the red line as a filled region. Okay, so go to the create tab again, and filled region. There it is, filled region. So we'll select one that's there, maybe a solid black, and we're going to edit, type, and duplicate, and call it red. Okay. Now I'm just going to change that color from black to red. Okay. And okay. Now, using my rectangular tool, no, actually, I'm going to just pick line. Pick lines. Lock is selected. So pick, 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 and I'll pick the reference line there. And then I'm going to use my trim to corners. Trim, 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 chiroo. Trim, 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 chiroo. Done. Okay, actually, I want to make those lines invisible though. So select them all and change them to invisible. And okay, done. Red line. Okay, just change that thickness to 50, and we're good. We have a length parameter and its instance. We need a height parameter. Okay, so go above your ribbon here or in the annotate tab and use your dimension tool and dimension from this reference plane to this reference plane. Click and escape, escape. Select the dimension, then go to create parameter and select instance. Very important. This is how we control it by dragging the grab handles in the project. If it was type parameter, we couldn't do that. Okay, I'm just going to call this one height. Okay, so height, instance, okay. We need constraints for the location of the leader line and the text label as well. Okay, so in the create tab, go again to reference plane and just insert a vertical reference plane there, and we do another horizontal reference plane across. Escape, escape. Use your dimension tool again, and from this reference plane up to this one, click out, and from this one on the inside to that one we just created, click out. Escape, escape. So this one is the leader line will be on this reference plane. Okay, so this is just an offset control. So select that text, click create parameter. Instance again. Remember what I told you? It has to be an instance parameter if we want to be able to drag it. Okay, so what do we call it? Label offset, instance, and okay. Okay, this guy, that's also a label offset. What do we call that? Leader line length. Okay, so select the text. Sorry, select the dimension, create parameter, and no, not shared. Sorry, instance, and call it leader line length. Let's say instance for the same reasons aforementioned, and okay. All right, cool. We're going to create a shared parameter for the label text. Okay, now we could create that from this family environment, from the project, or from the label family environment, because we're going to create one of those. I'm going to do it from here. Okay, so in the manage tab, now if you haven't already watched it, or if you don't already know how to make shared parameters, you need a shared parameter file and so on. There's already a video made for that, and I'll put a reference to that in the description of this video. Okay. Otherwise, in the manage tab, go to the shared parameters button, and I'm going to select annotations. That's fine. New parameter, and I'm going to call it TG80 Revit. Oh, that's AR. AT Revit label. Okay, and change the data type from length to multi-line text. Okay, that's it. Okay, and okay. Then go to your create tab, go to your family types, new parameter, shared parameter, instance, very important. Select, go to annotations where I just saved that, and TGAT, where is it? Revit label, that's it there. Okay, and okay, and okay. Done. Before we go and create the tag family, let's create a leader line. Now we're going to create a new line style so that we can have a red line, and we'll do that in the Manage tab. In Object Styles, go to New, and we call it red. I'm going to make mine weight 2. You can decide what works for you. So red solid 2. Okay. Change the value again to whatever you like yourself, but I'm doing 2, and change the line color to red. Okay. And okay. And okay. Just going to go TL for line thicknesses so you can see it. And I'm going to go to create and line and select the red line from the list, red solid 2. And I'm just going to draw the line and then constrain it in. Okay, so draw, escape, escape. I'm going to use my align tool. Pick the reference plane above, the dot at the end of the line. That's locked. Make sure lock is selected here. Pick this reference plane, pick the dot at the bottom of that line. It's locked. Pick this reference plane and lock the line to it. Done. Right, we'll create the label. Okay, so file, new, family. And this time we need to go into the annotations folder. So annotations, and go down to metric generic annotation. Okay, metric generic annotation, and open. Now the first thing we'll do is we'll just delete that text. So select and delete. Gone. Go to the create tab and go to label. We're going to create a new label type. I think it's maybe size 2 text. So edit type, duplicate. We'll just call it 2 mil red, and okay. Change the color from black to red. Okay, and the size to 2. I'll change the tab to 5 just in case, and leave the leader offset. That's fine, 2, whatever. Okay, and okay. Actually, do you know what? Edit again. I want to change that line weight to match the leader line weight, so make that 2. So that's the border around the edge, and also show border. And okay. So with the label command active, I want to change the vertical and horizontal alignment of the text as well. Okay, so the vertical I want it to go to the bottom, and the horizontal I want on the left. So that when I click the label into the intersection point there of the 2 reference planes, the bottom left of the text will be at that point, and as the text grows, it'll stay there. Okay, so that insertion point will stay the same. Now we're going to put our shared parameter into the label. So click New Label and go to Shared Parameters. Select. It's in my annotations folder, and it's that one there. TGAT Revit label. Open, and make sure you make it an instance parameter. Very important. Okay, and put that in there. If you want to give it a sample value, you can. And okay, there it is. Escape. Oh yeah, you can drag and whatever that end point of your text box if you want, but that looks about right to me. And maybe make it a bit shorter. Now I'm going to move it. Will I? Yes, I'll move it so that the border is on the reference planes. Okay. So that vertical line and that horizontal line will stay where they are because of where I aligned the text horizontally to the left and vertically to the bottom. But so the text will grow from that point. Okay, if you know what I mean. Now you should save this family to use it for other purposes, but I'm not going to bother. Okay, I'm just going to load it in and get rid of it. So load into project and close. I'm going to put that into my family 3 and okay. Saved. No, but you should. And save, not yet. I'm just going to bang it in there. Okay, escape. I'll align and lock it in a moment, but I'm just going to select this guy and assign the parameter to it to control the label. Okay, so select the label family, and there's the label right there, TGAT Revit label. Click on the assign parameter, family parameter button, and we'll assign it that parameter we created earlier, the shared parameter TGAT Revit label. Okay. Then I can align and lock, use my align tool, to the reference plane here at the top of the leader and pick the bottom of the label. That's locked. And I'm gonna, do you know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm going to move that over here. And oops, move it over here. I'm going to dimension from the edge of the label to that reference plane, and I'm going to give that a parameter. I'm going to call it label offset horizontal. Okay, I'm going to leave that as a type, just in case I want to adjust that. So I'll just leave it 50 mil to the left of the leader line, like so. We're done. So we need to load this now into the project, okay? So load into project and close. Do you want to save it? Do you know what? I will. You definitely should. Go to my families. I'll call it markup. Markups. Okay. Save. Okay. And it places like a line. So cancel that. If I just, let's say this window over here, if I click a point and pull the mouse across like a line, click again, there it is. Escape. Select the box, then I can control it with my grab handles. Do you see those? And the line, there's a dot for the grab handle on the end because it's the reference line. We can control the text location and the text location horizontal as well. Okay, pretty good. Okay, select, go to TGAT Revit label, click in the box and give it some more, doesn't really, just letters, blah, 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 stuff. Okay, done. Fantastic. Hope that was useful. Well, I hope you found that useful. And if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe. See you in the next one, guys. Thanks.